How we are. Back at it again with another video, no YouTube episode. It's your guy, Steven Ukitieri. Back at with another video. This is part 2 of how I became a professional basketball player. I didn't want to take too long to make these episodes, these EPs. You know, we got different topics to cover. And this topic, like I said, mentioning on the last one, following up, is going to deal with and highlight over how I ultimately overcome some obstacles, how, you know, people who said it was going to help me, didn't really help me, and how you have to go above and beyond to get to where you want to be. You know what I'm saying? Because you can complain, and we all know what complaining does. We all know what complaining makes you do. Complain, you stay the same. So these are some of the things I did to beat the matrix, as they like to say it, and just bring down the walls and barriers that, you know, helped me become a professional basketball player. Let's start off with, you know, people who, you know, you look up to advise you, to help you out. There was a lot of people in my corner at first who were, you know, designated to help, who wanted to help, who actively seeking to help me. But, you know, as time goes, you know, they have things that they have to worry about as well. We all know life happens. You know, they get fond of their personal battles. So that help kind of, you know, gets misconstrued. It gets diminutized, it gets minimized, and it just decreases. So as you're on the journey, as myself, on the journey to reaching my goal, I realized that, you know, halfway through the years, you know, the help wasn't the same anymore from certain people I used to ask for help from. You know, the love, you know, started to, you know, disintegrate because of the time that went by without, you know, us having a convo, with us, you know, settling down to really see what we want to do with this basketball stuff, which is understandable, you know. But through this process, you got to understand that, you know, a lot of people have battles that they're going through. A lot of people don't want to see you do better than them, you know. And these all stems from, you know, things that they've dealt with, things that they need help with healing, all types of stuff that, you know, stem through those barriers, you know. Because I'm thinking like, okay, I'm a young cat trying to get there. Let me hit up an older dude, an older cat that can, you know, give me some guidance, that can help me along the way, and who can ultimately put me on, you know, help me get onto this team. I'm thinking it's just like that. I mean, say if and all goes, it could be just like that. It could be something that quick. But most of the times, like I said, people don't want to reach out to a certain individual to get you on that level. Sometimes people just certainly don't want to see you at that position, because it will make them feel a certain way. It will make them feel as if that, you know, you had it easier compared to them, because all they had to do was go through him, go through that person, you know. But little do they know, you know, that's a blessing that would have opened many doors for them, of whatever particular phase they're at in their life. But, you know, some people are so carnal minded, they only see for what brings to self. And yes, you have to do for self, but at a certain time, at a certain age, you get there and you got to do for the younger generation, you know, like I'm doing, you know. Kids reach out to me for advice, help. Oh, what? No questions. I'm going to give you advice. I even made a workout plan, things like that to help build the shape of your body you want, you know. I'm not the type of person to gatekeep certain ideas and certain things to help, you know, a young kid fulfill his dreams and goals. You know, but like I said, not everybody is like you. Not everybody has your heart, and not everybody wants to see you win. So you don't think that made me go harder? You don't think that inspired me more? You don't think that made me be like, okay, there's a bigger thing to this when I actually accomplish it, you know? I'm actually gonna feel like I actually did the work, God assigned for me on my plate and fulfilled it, rather than, you know, yeah, I could have got the help. Yeah, they led me to the right direction, but, you know, they didn't really, you know, not saying they should have, puppy hand guide me and help me go through all the tribulations that this professional game brings, you know. Some people are fortunate to have that in their life, and some people like me are not fortunate, you know. to have that and have that linger around and have you have access to that, you know, like how certain individuals do. So how did I have that? Would my career have started earlier? Would my college and high school career be shaped out differently? Probably so. But like I said, I won't go back to change the way I became. I won't go back to change the way my career went. None of that, you know, because I really live a life of ups and downs, challenges, rewards, and I love it, man. I love it. What kind of life would I like to have if, you know, everything was handed to me? If everything was given to me, I wouldn't feel like I deserved everything that I got. So I'm a person that enjoys putting in the work. I'm a person that enjoys the challenges, you know, to reach the destination I want to reach to. That's why God gave me this challenge to obtain and to get past. You know, God's not gonna give this task to anybody. What? I am a soldier. Come on now. He's not gonna just give anybody these tasks, because, you know, some people wouldn't be able to. You think if an average individual just came in my shoes and lived the life I had to go through to becoming this professional person, baller, player? Nah, the average individual would have been quit. The average individual would have had the mental capacity to deal with the things I've been through, to be able to sustain the things that I went through, dealt with, and ultimately had to stay in. Heck no. You know what I'm saying? And that's what makes people tough. That's what makes you be the person that, you know, people respect, people value, you know? You know what I'm saying? And people who want to ask you advice for it. You know what I'm saying? So that's that with those individuals, you know, people who are designated to help you, but they don't really want to, you know, come in and really take you to the, you know, where you want to know, you know, where you could be, and you know that they could help you get there, but they're not going to ultimately put you there, ultimately help you get there, because the things that they're battling, insecurities that they're going through, and, you know, not wanting to see you do better than them. Yes, people want you to see you do good. But once they see or feel like you're doing better than them, that's when you start to see the weirdness. That's when you start to really see the world for what it is. That's when you really start to see family members change upon you. That's when you really start to see old friends look at you funny. Old friends reach out to you funny, you know, say things that you weren't used to hearing when you were on the come up, when you were grinding, when you were making your way, you know? Because everybody likes to talk about the challenges while you're going through it. But once you overcome those obstacles, once you overcome those challenges, the noise gets quiet. The applause get quieter. The congrats bros get less louder, you know, because you're actually doing the things that you were used to complaining of you not being able to get. You know what I'm saying? And everybody likes chaos. Everybody likes, you know, to have a chip and chime in to things that they can do to help you, or what you need to do, even though they're not in that exact specialization or field. They feel like they can just chip in and give you some sort of advice, and they haven't even been through what you've been through. You know what I'm saying? But once you overcome those barriers, once you look like your foot is getting above and beyond those doors, watch how people treat you different. Watch how people look at you different. Watch how people, watch what people say to you, to people around you when you're not in closed doors around them. You know, how are they gonna talk to you? How are they gonna talk about you? How are they gonna respect you when you're not around? Are they gonna put your name in a different category for opportunities when you're not around? Or they're gonna spit on your name? Or they're gonna say this on your name, troll on your name, things of that nature when you become successful, when you're doing the things that you set out to be as a young man on this pro journey like myself. You know what I'm saying? So you really gotta be careful of the people you ask for advice from, you know? And yes, people ask me for advice, but you know where it's coming from. It's coming from here. Everything's gonna come from here, from me, from the heart, you know? Especially for my young ones. What? You don't think if a young kid is looking up to me as a pro basketball player, you don't think I'm gonna tell him the steps, the things that you have to do to overly overcome this situation and be a pro basketball player, and what you have to do? I'm gonna give him all the keys. Because why would I gatekeep that? Why would I hold that to myself? You know, and these are the things I went through. I had to go through things like that. You know, people not telling me the whole story. Agencies going above and beyond to scam, to trick, to do all sorts of things just to get over, you know, a kid chasing his dreams, thinking it's supposed to be all simple. I'm over here thinking, okay, nah, you got to go through the old pros who don't really want to help you, who don't really want to tell you what steps to take. So you take that step and you mess up on the trial and error because of a pro player who played but just didn't want to tell you how to get over that hump. Or you got to get an agent. Nobody told you that these agencies be scamming. Most of them be scamming. Most of them be trying to get over you. And now you got to, you know, work again to get the money that you use to pay an agency that scammed you. Nobody told you that, you know, don't be too close with these friends over in international when you're on the team, because they can say certain stuff that, you know, that the coach will look at you crazy that you never said. And you like, what's going on? That's why you can't get too close, you know. That's why you got to keep things professional, keep things respect. Like I'm saying, respect over love, because when you're respect, the love just falls in place, you know. But without respect, it's nothing, bro. Respect over love, you know what I'm saying? And nobody was here really to tell me these steps, man, these trials and errors, man. And I'm glad that I had to go through it to see it for myself, which is something I won't go back and change. Like I said, I will not go back and change the way my life has shaped up to be, my professional journey, educational journey, and just my childhood journey in general. You know what I'm saying? I love the life that I live, man. Like, I truly do. Of course I can be better. Of course I can learn more. And that's what I'm here to do. And that is that. And we're also going to break down the topic of how my pro journey is impacting a lot of kids, a lot of youth back around the way, in the DMV area where I'm from, some kids in Canada, kids in Africa, and things of that nature, you know. Like I said, I'm here to inspire the next generation, and my journey has really been doing that, you know, from kids reaching out to me for advice, workout habits, workout routines, dietary things, and not even kids, you know, older people as well, older than me, some brothers, some old acquaintances, some business partners, just reaching out to see how, you know, how I did it, how I kept my body in shape, how I had the discipline. And I always tell them, you know, I was just a kid from Maryland, just trying to get to it, you know. I put my trust in the Lord first. Through the ups and downs, I didn't let the little noise blockers get to me. I didn't let the naysayers get to me, like I mentioned. I didn't even let the haters get to me. I didn't even let the people who are on my side get to me, because I know everything in life is a balance. And once you get too high, there's always a low waiting to come chase after you. And once you get low and you're building, there's always going to be a high. So why would you get excited when you come back and you score 25 points? Why would you get excited? Because the next night you're going to have to perform. And can you perform better than the 25 and 10 that you had? Or are you going to play under that? And are you going to oversee it? Or are you going to just be minimum? Or are you just going to be a regular player? So you always have to understand that what you do prior is going to have to be followed up by a better and bigger performance. You know, so that's another way of how you don't stay stagnant and how you cannot be, you know, feeling one setting in life, you know, because you have to be on different settings, you know. You can play the game on Hall of Fame, but when you go back to your family, you got to turn it down a notch. You got to put it on custom. You got to, you know, put your little masculine voice down aside when you're talking to the sweetheart. You can't just yell at them like you yelling at your teammates, you know what I'm saying? There has to be an on and off switch from, you know, of course keep it professional, but this is life I'm talking about now. Like when you talking to, you know, a business partner compared to when you're talking to your son, when you're talking to your wife compared to when you're talking to a friend, you know what I'm saying? That's just a girl, you know. There has to be different on and off settings of how you move in this world of life, you know, in this game of life, you know. And once you understand that, you will be a fine soldier on this earth, you know. You got to understand that, okay, you got to be able to read certain situations, read different peoples. That's why you got to get in the Bible and understand the discernment, you know. You know what I'm saying? Like I said in past episodes, I can smell when somebody don't love themselves coming towards me with that energy. I can smell it from a mile away like a wolf. You know what I'm saying? So when they already come on with that energy, I'm just here laughing because I already knew that's the type time you on. But if I see a person glowing, generous, nice, loving, caring about themselves first, then obviously I'm gonna be like, okay, this person's gonna be chill when he gets around me. He's gonna be, a motivated person when he gets around me. And those are the type of people we would like to see, not the type of people that want to push us back. You know what I'm saying? And that's life, man. That's life. Regardless of my pro journey, that's just life in general. But back on my pro journey, yeah, like inspiring these kids, man, is really something I didn't see myself taking serious as these last couple, years. But it has been, and I'm gonna live up to it. You know what I'm saying? If it chose me, I'm gonna live up to it. Because I would want somebody, if I was their age, telling them this knowledge, telling them certain things that they have to go through. And if they want to be pros, if they want to be certain individuals of that state, you know what I'm saying? So that's my journey, part 2. It's kind of the life aspect of becoming a pro. Yesterday I dove deep into like the more physical things of the pro nature. But it's still also a spiritual warfare, It's a spiritual game that we're in. So don't be mad at a certain individual, just look at a spiritual thing, look at it on a spiritual based standpoint, and see what you can do to break off on that, see what you can do to strengthen that, see what you can do to motivate yourself to get throughout the day, And once you do that, you'll be fine, You gotta love life, man. Life is what you make it. Today I'm sitting here right now. Tomorrow, or in the next couple of weeks, months, I could be sitting in a mansion. Who knows? Nothing is ever promised. Nothing is ever promised. There you have it. It's your boy Steven Ukiti80. Catch you on another episode. Love.